Hello and welcome back to my channel. Let's talk a little STAYC. If you're new here, they are one of my absolute favorite girl groups out there. I adore them. I saw them at KCON 2 years ago. They're coming to KCON this year. I'll see them there. I saw their show back in October when they came to Seattle. They are amazing. Love their music, and finally we have a first album. I feel like I've been waiting for this one ever since Young Love. I had the idea that when they put that out, that like the next release would be a full album. Had to wait a little bit more than that. What is that now, like 2.5 years basically? But we finally have it with Metamorphic, and with the name, I don't know if that means we're going to be changing style. I do expect something a little bit matured up to a degree. Maybe we go back to something like So Bad or Run to You. We've done, Teddy Bear and Bubble, which were certainly more bright and colorful and cheerful, which I do like from STAYC, definitely, but I am kind of looking forward to a return to that So Bad-ish type sound. Or even if you look at something like Stereotype, which I think was almost like a middle ground between those two to some degree. But so stoked for this. We're going to be checking out their trailer film that they put out, which is 8 minutes long. I'm sure we're going to get a little bit of the concept and aura surrounding the vibe of this album in some ways. And afterwards, we've got a request from Sasha to check out their cover of Fancy, obviously the Twice song Fancy, which I hear that they do put a big spin on, that it's not like a direct one-to-one cover that they did for the Spotify K-pop on thing, which I think is like their playlist name for K-pop on Spotify. If you are interested in lots of extra STAYC content from me, there's a ton of that over on my Patreon and Fourth Wall. We've recently done some behind-the-scenes stuff for Beautiful Monster. We even went back and watched their appearance on Fact and Star from their debut days, so it's really interesting seeing that with such a different retrospective take on it being now only it's been like 4 years actually already. And also we've done vlogs and things like that. There's a whole lot of STAYC content on there along with all the album reactions, so please check out those if you are so interested. I've been having really annoying internet issues, so it just cut out a couple seconds in, but let's go. Hopefully my internet holds up. We'll see. It's been dropping every 25 minutes. That's right. There are very particular vibes in this one. K-pop Twitter will make anything allude anything to it being gay in K-pop, but from what I've seen, vibes are kind of strong in this one.
모든 이야기는 그녀로부터 시작된다. 아주 특별한 그녀. 그녀는 차가운 체온이 남아있는 비밀의 부스러기들을 찾아낼 때 자신의 부족한 부분이 채워지는 기분이 들었다.
This feels very Narnia with that wardrobe behind her.
바카. 페르세포네의 질투심에 짓밟힌 멘테의 향기. 지금이다. 곧 비밀의 주인이 등장할 시간이다. 장롱 속에 깊숙이 숨겨둔 마음. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯.
Listen, I'm not one for ASMR stuff, but I'm actually getting the tingles from that. I normally don't. It's usually something I am immune to, but that's doing it. The tingles.
그녀가 모르는 사이 더 이상 가둘 수 없는 욕심이 세상 밖으로 나온다.
They're here to take your mints.
그녀는 그녀를 좋아한다.
I love them panning to everyone, and Sumin is just like a foot shorter than everybody else.
그녀는 그녀를 좋아한다. 닮고 싶다. 탐난다.
Okay.
어지럽히고
That
싶은
is a Yoon thing to do.
마음과 정돈되고 싶은 마음. 가득 채우고 싶은 마음과 모두 버려버리고 싶은 마음, 사라질 것들을 부풀리는 마음과 구태여 손을 뻗어 터뜨리고
This is also reminding me of a lot of those early Purple Kiss promotional videos they used to do for their albums, which I loved so much, where everything was a little bit aloof and there was always this kind of hint of darkness surrounding everything.
싶은 마음. 그녀가
Bubble.
되고 싶다. 망치고 싶은 마음과 가꾸고 싶은 마음.
She's just grooving.
그녀가 보는 것들을 보고 그녀가 되고 싶다. 그녀는 깃털처럼 가볍다. 그녀는 정확하다. 그녀는 지적이다. 그녀는 신비롭다. 그녀는 순수하다. 그녀는 완벽하다.
That's one way to drink your Coke.
그녀는 정말 완벽하다.
사실 그녀도 이미 알고 있다.
I mean, it's called Metamorphic. I don't know if they're going for a direction of like envy in a way, some kind of dark envy of wanting to be as perfect as someone else. Or your perception of them.
그녀가 돌아온다. 숨어야 한다. 지금?
지금.
언제?
언제?
큰일이다.
큰일이다.
빨리.
Oh, that's so
서둘러,
weird.
그녀의 발 아래, 그녀의 등 뒤에, 그녀의 건너편에
Hidden.
완벽하게
I can't even
숨는다.
see her.
어찌되었든 모르는 때 아는 체를 하는 것보다 다 알면서도 모른 채 하는 것이 더 멋지다고 생각한다. 체를 하는 것보다 다 알면서도 모른 채 하는 것이 더 멋지다고 생각한다. 찾아줘. 숨겨도 찾아낼 수 있는 것. 어둠 속에서 비밀의 조각을 찾을 때처럼. 그러나
Whoa, now this is feeling like Danny Elfman-like. Getting a little Tim Burton-y.
나를 시기하는 너. 나를 따라하는 너. 나를 이기고 싶은 너. 나를 미워하는 너. 나를 사랑하는 너.
Well, that can't
너는
be good for it.
결국 나와 같으니까. 거울을 들여다볼 땐 네가 나를 보는 만큼 나도 너를 보고 있...
Shopping cart? Are there references to like previous? They use a shopping cart like that in Beautiful Monster. I don't know if they're referencing a lot of previous
네가 나를
songs here, or
보는
is it
만큼
just coincidence?
나도 너를 보고 있다.
그녀가 그녀를 보고 있다.
그녀는 비밀을 찾아내는 취미가 있다. 그러니 숨어도 찾아낼 수 있다. 도망가도 쫓을 수 있다. 그러니까 밖으로 나가야 해.
What? That is so badass. I love that. A little
그러니까
puzzle lock.
밖으로 나가야 해.
That is so cool.
비밀은 쓸모가 없다. 나가는 문은 항상 그곳에 있었다.
The animation is sharp
겁이 난다.
too. I've seen some of this going around.
다시 어둠이 덮쳐온다.
I really like this style.
이렇게 해서는 나갈 수 없다. 큰일이다. 지금이다. 다시 예전처럼 장롱 속으로 들어간다. 그때 그녀가 문을 연다. 정신이 아득하다. 그녀는 언제나 숨어버린 마음을 찾아낸다.
Thing is, sometimes they'll put out these early or like these promotional videos, and they'll be more about just the tone of the comeback, or at least the title track, and not necessarily tied to maybe the meaning behind it. But this one just seems too elaborate to not be.
우리는 거울 속에서 서로를 비추고 있으니까. 진실은 우리를 자유롭게 하고 비밀은 우리를 연결시킨다. 그녀가 내 앞에 있다.
가까이 다가온다. 나는 그녀 앞에 있나?
이제 그녀는 스스로 그녀가 된다.
Are we eating people? In leaving with her gift, or this is when she was arriving, but in color.
모든 이야기는
그녀로부터 시작된다. 나는
그녀를 만난다. 내가 너에게
내가 나에게
The mints.
비밀을 비밀에게
거짓을 거짓에게
진실을 진실에게
박하
나는 나를 만난다.
Feels like a French art house film.
비밀은 거짓의 뒤편이 아니라
진실의 맞은편에 있다.
Oh, there was a lot to take in there. I feel like I need to go and like when you finish a movie that you only half understood, and then you immediately leaving the theater go to Reddit or something like that and are just scouring their subreddit for the movie and finding out what people think. Because I'm definitely lost with that one. I certainly love the style of it, that's for sure. I don't know if also the house itself was supposed to be a symbol for something. But there's definitely a lot to pull from that, I bet. I think these might have been released earlier. It was like this little like countdown that they did for maybe this trailer film. But that was hella interesting, but I don't know if I could really pull anything from that. I would have to watch it again and again, and we don't got time for that. We got to move on to our cover of Fancy, which is going to be so tonally different now, but let's do it.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Oh, way different.
It's dangerous 때문에 넌 장미 같아 괜찮아 정도는 겁나지 않아 더 세게 붙잡아
Feeling just extremely 90s R&B right now to me. Oh. Wow, and I really like when Isa comes in here that they don't carry it up higher. It really stays kind of low-key and classy feeling. This is completely different. Even the choreography being completely different. Wow, and I really like this because they're getting to use a lot of their lower tones in this song. And in particular, I think this group sounds so fantastic when they're doing that, especially Jay and Suman here. Man, they're killing this. This is how you kind of reinvent a song. I wonder if this song was like redone, and like this was like in-house at High Up doing like the remix of this. It's mostly just because I assume anything that they're gonna do is fantastic. And this like classy, expensive, smooth vibe is so meant for Jihoon. Wow, this sounds so good on this track. And it always, throughout the whole song, it stayed very subdued, which is just so perfect. I think that staying in that kind of lane is just is like the right choice for this song. And when it comes to a lot of covers, or I'd say remixes specifically, I don't really care for remixes. Covers in K-pop, I think, are lots of fun, just because I like to see a lot of my favorite groups interacting indirectly in some way, covering each other's songs. But doing one that is like, it's not just a one-off tour, like that was fun. This is something to where I'll take this track and this is going on my playlist. It's something that I will listen to because it pays respect to the original, but also reinvents it in a unique way that you can listen to both at the same time, which is pretty much the highest compliment you can give to a cover. Oh. Oh, I love it so much. Are all these, so for these K-pop ons, I've seen these appear before, definitely. I don't know if this is considered their, it says First Crush. I don't know if that is like their series for these kinds of covers or what, but they're definitely advertising this playlist specifically. Do they normally remix the songs to this degree to where it's kind of completely different? This is perfect. Yeah, I don't think you could have really done this any better. Did you get your IU concert tickets? What is happening? What is happening right now? I swear they're trying to just incept me and push this into my life and make me buy these tickets. It's crazy. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this with me. What did you think of this cover? I'm pretty late on this. It came out like 2 months ago, but it's pretty much as good as you can do for a cover. It even says in the description with a little R&B twist. Definitely. It sounds so goddamn good. Pretty much the ultimate cover you want. Someone said something about Black Eyed Peas song down here. I don't know if this was worked on in-house, but let me know, and also let me know what you think of the trailer film. If you could pull anything from that, because I certainly couldn't on my first watch through, but I really dug the vibes of that. If they're going to go into a more mature direction, I'm kind of totally on board for that. And based off of time, that STAYC, when does that album come out actually? Okay, that comes out in early July. That's sick. So then when I see them at KCON, which I also am doing the meet and greet for STAYC, they'll be performing the new song. And because there are less performers at KCON this year, I think that the lineup maybe isn't as strong as the previous 2 years that I went, but there are less artists overall. Hopefully they now have more stage time for like the main stage to perform more songs. That would be great. But like I said before, if you're interested in a lot of STAYC content, I have a ton of it over on Patreon and Fourth Wall, and probably more coming soon because we get a lot of requests for STAYC from some of my patrons. So thank you guys so much for watching with me. Subscribe if you are new. Check out my STAYC playlist down below in the description, and I'll see you next time.